Wow, so we have hit 2,000 subscribers on the channel. I am pretty amazed. I didn't think we'd get to this point so quickly. It was only a few months ago that we actually got to 1,000 subscribers, and now we're here. So I decided to do a Q&A, and you guys in the comments, I've been doing like a little community post thing to see if you guys want to make any comments, ask me any questions, but this is kind of more of an informal video, a bit more relaxed, and genuinely I'm just looking forward to answering your questions. But bigger than that, a massive thank you to all of you that have subscribed, supported my stuff, commented on my stuff. Just generally, like, the support has been massive, very overwhelming at times, but I'm extremely grateful and just thank you very much. So I'm gonna jump in some questions, and here we go. So the first question comes from Alexis Pacheco, and they're asking, what do you usually do other than YouTube? So generally, at the moment I'm training to be like a life coach. I'm doing like a certification to be like qualified and things like that. I do like to practice guitar as well, play a little bit of that. I quite like to exercise quite a lot, like going to the gym, but obviously because of the lockdown, I haven't really been going. I generally just love hanging out with my friends, as a lot of people do. I really love my friends. I love to read as well. I've got a Kindle recently, and I've been reading a lot of manga on it as well, just books in general. I like to just educate myself and just little things here and there, and it does actually help when I'm making the videos that I do, because it gives me more information to base my ideas off and sort of give a more coherent argument. And I do really like playing video games as well on Steam, and you know, PS4 sometimes when there's a good game comes out. Second question is from Christopher Martin. So great to hear about the channel growth. Thank you very much. My questions are: do you have any pets? What city do you live in? And and more of a shadow related one, what anime character do you like most and why? Okay, so to answer the first question, I do have one pet. I have a black cat called Shade. I love him very much, and he's a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. Probably can't see it at the moment, but I usually have quite a lot of scratches on my wrist because of him, but it's a fair fight. I live in London. I live in Wimbledon, you know, where the tennis and all that goes on. That's where I live at the moment. I've lived in different places. Well, not many, but this is where I've kind of grown up. What anime character do I like most and why? I mean, there's a lot to choose from, but I'm just gonna have to go with, I would say Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho, because I just like his vibe. I like that he just really doesn't give a shit, and I kind of like the way he fights. I like his sort of I just quite like him. I don't know, I can't really put my finger on it too much. I haven't really got a reason, I just really like watching him. Next question is from Cleo22. I'm happy for your channel growth. Thank you very much, and also thank you for supporting my stuff. You're very supportive. I see a lot of the comments that you do, so I appreciate it. Here are my questions. What's your zodiac sign? So it's a Virgo, but the thing is, I feel like it got changed because they added like a new system to the constellations. So technically that made me a Leo, but I'm a Virgo, like Virgo. Your favorite book and author? Favorite book and author? I'd say my favorite book, like fiction book, is probably The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Paulo Coelho is not, I think that's how you say his name. He's not my favorite author. My favorite author is Matt Haig. He's written books like How to Stop Time, The Humans, and I'm currently listening to his Midnight Library on Audible. But yeah, he's really good. Favorite anime? I want to say Code Geass. Code Geass is my favorite anime. Next question is from The Christie Show. My man Christie, shout out to Traps. Congrats on almost reaching the 2K. Many people who become YouTubers end up quitting due to not gaining enough popularity quickly. When you started this channel, did you ever see yourself in the position you're in now? If not, then what made you perceive? Yeah, that is true. Like, a lot of people give up fairly quickly, and I was at that point where I did give up a few years ago, and then made a few more videos, and then fell in love with doing it again. But the reason, to be honest, I didn't really see myself getting to this point at all. For the longest time, I was just making videos with only like 100, 200, 300 subs, and I wasn't really getting that much interaction, but I just loved the craft of it. I loved making the videos. It gave me something to do and something to work towards. I wasn't really doing it to build a big following or anything like that. Not saying I have one now, but that wasn't really the aim. Originally, I just enjoyed doing it because I started making videos when I was about 11, and then from that point on, got to where I am now. But no, I didn't really see it. That's probably what got me to the point I am now, because I wasn't really too focused on the outcome, more so just like trying to make different stuff and just seeing what people like. Yeah, I guess there was a part of me that I knew it because I do believe in myself as a general principle, and I just feel like it's just a matter of time because I was putting effort into stuff that I was making. So I guess anything you put effort into pays off in the end. It's just the way. This is my philosophy, I think. Next question is from Human Encyclopedia. You actually have 2 questions, so I'll answer both of them. How did you get into anime, and which was your first? So, kind of like a lot of people, I got into anime through Pokemon when I was a kid, and I kind of saw the style of it, and I really liked it. And then that wasn't really what got me into anime, more so that like the concept of anime was introduced. What really got me into anime was Naruto, like the OG Naruto, watching it on TV, and just I played the game Path of the Ninja 2 on my DS, and then from then on I discovered Naruto as a series. I'm like, holy hell, what is this? Oh my god, I need to watch this. I watched it, banged out, and it's still like a massive part of my life, but I love it. I love it. Next question is top five anime protagonists. Okay, this one Protagonist is a bit of an easier one. So I'll say Lelouch Lamperouge, Lelouch v Britannia, obviously. Okabe Rintaro from Steins Gate. Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. If you've been watching Attack on Titan, you know why. I want to say Rino Kumura from Blue Exorcist. I just quite like him. He's pretty cool. Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho. As I stated earlier, I think there's one more. I'd say Simone from Gurren Lagann. I think he's probably the main protagonist. I'd say he is. So I'd say that's my top 5. Next question is from Unlimited Ronin, aka Daniel. Thank you, mate, as well for supporting my stuff. You've been really supportive, and I just really appreciate it. Thank you very much. What anime or manga do you plan to read or watch this year? So I need to watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I plan on making a video on that very soon, but maybe with a certain YouTuber. Yeah, I plan on watching that. What do I plan to read? At the moment, I'm reading through Black Clover, and hopefully I'll get around to making a video on that because I think there's some stuff I can talk about. Yeah. Also, I'm looking forward to the Shaman King reboot. That would be pretty cool too. But yeah, I haven't really got too many on my radar at the moment. It's more so. Oh, and I'm watching through part 4 of JoJo's. So like not a lot of like recent stuff, but like I am watching a few things here and there. Next one is from Tay Talks. So thank you for the questions, mate. You got me quite a few. So top 5 anime and why. So I'll say my top 5 anime are Code Geass, obviously, Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and Attack on Titan. I know it's a pretty cliche list, and I'll probably give you why as well. So Naruto, it was my first proper anime. It's had such a like, I know it's not the best anime, but it's had like a really big impact on my life. Yu Yu Hakusho, I'd say is next to Hunter x Hunter maybe. It's probably the best shonen series, I think. Best shonen jump anime. Yeah, that's for sure. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, I'd say that's one of the best stories ever told in fiction. It's just a fantastic story, great characters, great character development, and just amazing themes. I need to do a video on that at some point. And Attack on Titan, if you guys have been watching it, I can't say too much, but the story, the writing, the characters, the way everything unfolds is just unbelievable. Like, I've never seen anything like it before. And Code Geass is very important to me because it's probably my favorite anime because the characters in it develop quite a lot. The main character, Lelouch himself, is the embodiment of quite a few philosophies, and just seeing how he evolves as a character and how things around him change and how he responds to the circumstances are very insane to watch. And the world itself of Britannia is quite cool, the actual world itself. Yeah, I know it's not the most coherent answer because I haven't really like thought about it on the spot, but yeah, Code Geass. Oh wow, that was only one of your questions. Top 5 manga and why. So top 5 manga, I'd say Aku no Hana, The Flowers of Evil. I'd say that's pretty good. Reason why, it's very psychological and fucks with your head quite a bit. Second one I'd say is Jagan. I've been reading that. It's like a kind of like a seinen version of My Hero Academia. Really good. Definitely check that out. I'd say Berserk, but like a bit hesitant, not because it's not good, because I haven't really read through all of it, but Berserk is pretty good. I'd say the Naruto manga is actually pretty good as well, because the reason why is that there's no filler in it, which is pretty good. The Naruto manga in general. And the last one I'd say is the Death Note manga. Death Note manga is really good. Reason why, I don't know. I quite like the Death Note manga because I pretend to prefer non-action manga. Non-action manga because I like watching the fight scenes animated more so than I like looking at pictures. That's just me, and I think Death Note is the perfect embodiment of that. and I think it's a very like palatable way to consume the story. What Western animation do you watch? So I don't really watch a lot of Western animation these days. When I was a child, I did watch a lot of Cartoon Network, Ed, Edd n Eddy. I really love that show. It's probably one of my favorite cartoons. It's just fucking hilarious. I used to watch Family Guy a little bit as a kid. Not really a big fan of Rick and Morty, not really my thing. But yeah, not too many. But I have started watching Avatar, so. Favorite movie, animation, and reel. So I'd say my favorite movie is probably Taxi Driver, the one with Robert De Niro. Favorite animated movie, be The Incredibles. Favorite director. I would say Tarantino. Favorite YouTube channels. I really like Super Eye Patch Werewolf. I like Alexander. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I really like The Act Man. Pretty good. I watch all these guys' stuff. I don't watch a lot of other YouTubers these days at the moment, so I'm quite busy. But the ones I definitely do watch these guys whenever they upload. But I'd say yeah, those ones are the main ones at the top of my head. The reason why I make I said this in my last subscriber special. But the reason why I started making YouTube was because Home Alone as a kid, and kind of got into making AMVs, and as time went on, I kind of just developed a love for it, and just with the stuff that I studied in my real life, I kind of just like merged the two together. Do you think there's a sexualization problem in anime? Not my thoughts, just a Reddit post I saw. It's an interesting one, because I would say that, I don't know if I'd go so far as to say that it's a problem, but it is a bit much. I think there's a lot of shows where, you know, having like big tits out all the time is a bit too frequent. Like, it's a bit too much for me sometimes. Like, I don't mind the odd fan service character here and there, but is it a problem? I don't know. I don't know if it's like a sexism thing either, because I know obviously the guy characters are pretty ripped as well, and I'd say, you know, the body standards are, you know, the body standards aren't very realistic for both genders. So yeah, there's that. Which anime world do you find the most interesting? Honestly, I'd say Pokemon. Like, I think it's just, but you said interesting. That's the one I want to live in, but I'd say, not gonna lie, I'd probably say No Game No Life. I'd say No Game No Life. I think that one's pretty cool. Oh, wow. So thank you for those. That's quite a lot. So another one from my guy, The Christie Show, Traps Chris. Do you think Attack on Titan will take the crown from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood as the greatest of all time of all anime? First of all, I don't know if I would say that FMAB, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, is one of the best. I wouldn't say if everyone's recognized it as the best, but I would say that yeah, if it ends well, hopefully, if it doesn't do a certain thing, which I'm hoping it doesn't do, which I won't say here, might save that for a different video. Yeah, it could be one of the greatest of all time. If it ends well as it's gone on, it could 100% not even just be one of the best shows in anime, one of the best fiction. Period. Next set of questions from The Meaning of Nerd. Again, thanks for supporting my stuff, buddy, and also you're doing great too. So here are the questions. What inspires you to make your videos? What inspires me? I love just kind of educating, you know, in a way that I like talking about certain topics that I find interesting, because it helps me to learn more about them, and seeing that you guys enjoy that sort of side of it makes me want to do it more, and just encourages me to be more educated myself, and just to learn more, to kind of like what you do, to sort of find my own meaning of life, and sort of give out some wisdom in that way, in sort of an entertaining manner through a medium that we all love. So I love that. Are there some videos that you've never gotten to make? Video ideas you never got to make? There is one at the moment that I should have made by now, which I'm probably gonna hopefully make soon, is one on Psyche K, talking about like red pill psychology and something like that. There are some things, sometimes I like to do stuff on like live action stuff, but I'm not too sure if I'm ready to make that jump just yet. But that's probably what I would say for now. And there is a video project I'm working on at the moment, which is a bit bigger than what I've done before. It's related to the sort of stuff that I do, but on like a bigger scale. I won't spoil that here, but be ready for that. What is one video you really, and I mean really, one day want to make? Oh wow. Okay, I mean, wow, that's a pretty good question, I'm not gonna lie. An interesting one would be the evolution of anime, as anime has changed across time, and how perceptions of it have changed. I think that'd be pretty good. From Code Walsh, my guy, Jack, thank you very much, bro. Appreciate the questions. So, what is your favorite anime characters? So I've kind of said that before, so I'll leave that one out. What is your favorite non-anime show? Okay, I would say Skins. Skins is my non-favorite anime show. What's the favorite video you've made so far? Okay. Favorite video that I've made is probably, I would say the last one. I would say the last one so far, because I feel like that's my best video so far, editing wise, scripting wise, all of that. So I'd say that's my favorite. The Rhino one, in case, because obviously last video, if you watch this later, it's not going to make any sense. But yeah, you know what I mean. What is the hardest game you've ever played? Oh god, oh god. Whoa. Okay, I would say probably God of War on the hardest difficulty. You remember me playing that. It was not fun. It was just frustrating, but I'd say that was it. I completed in the end, but that was probably one of the hardest games I've ever played, because it was just so like unforgivingly difficult. What's one show you haven't done a video on yet, but you really want to? Doesn't have to be an anime. Okay, this is an interesting one. So I've just actually finished Orange is the New Black, and there's so many good things to talk about in that show. Like, I don't know if my audience would want to watch things like that, but I would love to make a video on like some of the characters in Orange is the New Black, the sort of critique on the prison system and things like that. I think it's a great show, and I think I have some pretty good ideas, but I might leave that for now. What path do you see your channel taking? I kind of want to eventually just take, at the moment, I'm just sort of experimenting different things, seeing what people like, what people don't like, and then I want to kind of take that step further. So a la the video I was talking about earlier, this bigger project I've got in mind, which is sort of a meta take on anime, as opposed to something individual. That I can't really say because I don't want to give it away, but I've got an idea. I guess that video will sort of tell you. Am I going to stream more? Of course. Twitch /Solan6D. If you want to watch me stream, check that out. I do like Pokemon Nuzlocke now and then. Not a lot. I'm not too committed to it, so no, if you don't follow, no biggie. And the next question is from Beep Bop Boop. Favorite YouTubers? I said earlier, Super Hypatch Werewolf, Alexander, The Act Man, and Angry Joe Show used to be my favorite. Last question from Zach Shamim, my guy. Thanks for the support, bro. Much love. Got some questions for you, mate. Who are your favorite psychologists? Okay, so I'd say Carl Jung, Bowlby, pretty good. I'd say, I mean, if Jordan Peterson counts as a psychologist, I'd say, yeah, I'd say they're my favorites for now. I haven't got too many in mind at the top of my head, but I'm sure I could think of some at some point. Favorite philosophers? Okay, Nietzsche, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Machiavelli. Not because I like follow the stuff that he says, but I just kind of like the ideas that he had. Marcus Aurelius, and I would say last one would probably be Aristotle. Probably. Who are the most influential public figures on you? Okay, so this is quite a good question. So it used to be Jordan Peterson, not as much these days. I think I've kind of grown out of that a little bit. David Goggins for sure, I love that guy. I quite like Joe Rogan as well. I've got to say Jeff Probst as well from Survivor, the Survivor host. He's just an inspirational guy. I mean, he's just changed the way I see the world completely. I'd say Johnny Sins as well, because he's just a pretty chill guy, and he just generally like knows how to have a good time. If you could have dinner with 5 famous people, dead or alive, who would you invite? Number 1 would be Wayne Dyer. Second one, obviously he's dead. Second one would be Chester, Linkin Park singer, 2. Third would be Adam Gontier, ex 3 Days Grace singer. 4 would be Jim Carrey, and the 5th would be Keanu Reeves. Okay, so I think that about wraps it up. Thank you all you guys for your amazing comments, your support, your questions. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna just go fully at it this year, just keep going with the YouTube and just do the best that I can do. So thank you for 2K subs. See you guys at the next big milestone. Hopefully 5K will be around the corner. But yeah, much love guys, and I'll catch you soon.
Season and I'm out for the kill. Adrenaline pumping through my veins, now I'm feeling the thrill. Call me Itachi, you won't see me. Tsukuyomi. Undeniable.